वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नित्य नामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषाय शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Right. We completed chapter 15 and we started the Purushottama Yoga. We have completed right 20. And this we have started chapter 16, in which we are into the first part, the transcendental, the demonic qualities. Then the first part we have learned what are the transcendental qualities in the first three shlokas. And now the demonic qualities we will learn. And from 7 to 20 we learn the demonic nature. And from there 20 to 24, the choice, the escaping to the supreme destination, Thakshasi. The Gurus, whatever to do, virtual, right? Sorry. So, start the 16.4 part, the demonic nature. दम्भोदर्पाभिमानाश्च क्रोधा पारुष्यम् एव च अज्ञानं चाभिजातस्य पार्थसम्पदम् आसुरीम्.
Hare Krishna. Arrogance, pride, anger, conceit, harshness, and ignorance. These qualities belong to those of demoniac nature, O son of Pratha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we are learning the two parts. One is the all the Satoguna part, the one who has the Satoguna nature, and Rajoguna, Sato, and Tamoguna will be basically the demonic nature, right? The demonic people are basically in the Rajoguna gana because they have some arrogance is there in the Rajoguna. Arrogance will be there, pride will be there, anger will come because the desires are there, conceit will come, the harshness will come, ignorance will come, right? You can see these qualities. That means that that person is basically into, in this Rajoguna, it is having the demonic qualities, right? The flourishment of the demonic qualities are there. One who is in Satoguna, we have discussed, and two such qualities will be there. Daivi sampad vimukshaya nimbadaya surimata asucha sampadam daivim abhijato si pandava. The transcendental qualities are Hare Krishna. The transcendent qualities are conducive to liberation, whereas the demonic qualities make for bondage. Do not worry, O son of Pandu, for you are born with the divine quality. So he's assuring now. The Krishna is assuring to Arjuna, yes, you have already the divine qualities, right? The transcendent qualities are conducive to the liberation because for the first three shlokas that we discussed, that those were the transcendental qualities. One who has those qualities, someone who has cultivated those qualities, what will happen? That will be conducive to the liberation, right? It will be benefit for the person, that he will be able to catch hold of that liberation, at least, get liberate from this, the cycle of birth and death. whereas the demonic qualities will make for bondage. One will need to remain here, right? One is doing intoxication, one is meat eating, is sex, one is doing gambling. All these four regulative principles is actually animal, right? So that is the animal propensity. The demonic qualities are all, the anger, the pride, the conceit, the harshness. These all are, it is the cause for bondage, because all those arrogance is coming for some material things, some temporary things it is coming from. If one is attached to the material things, then it basically it is a cause for bondage. So but Arjuna is not. They have left home, they have left everything, but they are always with. They have not gone for the huge army also that Krishna had to, but they all only wanted the service of the Lord, the love of the Lord, right? He already has the divine qualities. He is free from the bondage, right? Now, the destiny of the what are the destiny of the transcendental and the demonics? We learned that the Lord Krishna encourages Arjuna that he is born of saintly qualities and his fighting is not demonic. On what basis Krishna considered that Arjuna is born of saintly and his fighting is not demonic? Since Arjuna considers the pros and cons, because he is seeing, because in the starting of the war he is seeing that Bhishma is there, and Dronacharya is there. So he inquired from Krishna, right? What are the pros and cons? Because he is considering what is his, if this is if this war is good itself or not, right? That thinking itself is the transcendental ability. Perform secondly, to perform the regulative principles of different orders of life is transcendental action, right? So he has all the he has followed brahmachari ashram. Now he is into grahastha ashram, right? So he is following, then in his varna he is following the kshatriya, right? Kshatriya dharma. So kshatriya shooting arrows at the enemies is considered transcendental, because it is his swabhav, it is his swabhav. It is his guna karma vibhaga se, right? So guna and karma it is as per his swabhav he is doing kshatriya. So that is basically bhajan kriya, that is basically as per the shastras. So it is considered transcendental. Not doing so is demonic. One who's not following his swabhava, that is basically demonic. That's why he is eligible here. That's why he is saintly also. Tau bhuta sargavo lokesmin daivasura eva cha daiva vistarasa prokta asuram parthameshan.
Hare Krishna. O son of Pritha, in this world there are two kinds of created beings. One is called the divine and the other demoniac. I have already explained to you at length the divine qualities. Now hear from me of the demoniac. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So now, you see, in this world, there are two kind of created beings, right? There are two kinds, right? We are discussing only the transcendental and the demonic, right? So one is called the divine and the demonic, right? So there is no third person in this world. Either they are into the divine or either into the demonic. That's why the Rajoguna, Tamoguna both are put into the demonic and the Sattoguna are put into the divine. He has already explained this to length at length the divine qualities from 16.1. All the divine qualities he has already explained. Now here from the demonic. Now the demonic nature he will elaborate. The two kinds of beings, demonic and divine. And both demigods and demons are born of Prajapati. Both are born of Prajapati only, right? What is the difference between divine and demonic? Obedience to the regulative principles of one who is following the Dharma Shastra, the Shastras, then they are basically divine. If they are not following, then they are demonic. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
What?
Krishna,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
yes.
Prabhuji, when we say follow the instructions of scriptures, do we actually mean that following the demoniac or divine qualities? Is it
Divine
that
quality.
only? Is it divine or demoniac qualities? Is it that only or something deeper than that, Prabhuji?
Mataji, whatever it is written in the Vedantas, whatever it is written in the Vedas, it is all coming from the Lord. As far as we are following the Varnashrama Dharma, we are, as far as whatever written in the scriptures, it is written, that is basically Dharma Matari. It is not some way of life. It is not that we consider we some make some philosophy someday. Someone writes a book on philosophy, and then we start following that. That is adharma. Whatever Lord is saying, maybe that philosophy is some part of it is equivalent, is coming, is similar, being similar to the shastra, so that part will become dharma. But that part which is not as per the dharma, as per the shastras, then it is basically demonic. That because what happens when someone reads Bhagavad Gita impersonally, for example, They try to interpret something. That is the, Prabhupada says that that is the way of worry. That is the issue of being worried. That is the issue of being sorrowful, because one is trying to trying to interpret something. But whatever Krishna is saying, you have as it is. Whatever he is saying, believe it. And, like a frog is basically into the, it is into the well, and he's trying to calculate the, depth of the ocean by just that minute well. Prabhupada used to give this. So one cannot comprehend. We cannot comprehend time as a dimension also for right now. But Vedas has it that we are into the three dimension, and the fourth dimension is time itself. So it is much deeper. So that's why all the regulative principles. That's why the sadhana bhakti is recommended. That's why we are the followers of Rupa Goswami. Whatever Rupa Goswami say, we follow that because it is as per Shastra and it becomes regulative principles of scriptures. That's all, Matan. That's all we follow. That's why. Because all the scriptures you cannot read, Matan. Alright?
Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Now we start the demonic nature. प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च जनानां विदुर आसुरा न शौचं नापि चाचारो न सत्यं तेषु विद्यते. So those who are demoniac do not know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness nor proper behavior nor truth is found in them. Right? So these are the four regulative principles that we ask in order to not follow the demoniac nature. Right? So if we follow the four regulative principles, then this shloka just it is opposite to this shloka, right? So pravritrinta nivrittim cha. Pravati means something to do, nivritti means not to do, right? So those who are demon do not do what is to be done. What is to be done is pravritti. Nivrittim is not to be done, right? They don't know. They cannot differentiate. So we follow cleanliness. The demons don't follow cleanliness. Not proper behavior. They don't have proper behavior. They don't not truth, right? No, we follow the rules of no gambling, right? So what is to be done, what is not to be done, whether meat eating to be done, whether meat eating not to be done, that is they are not following. So that is the basic principles of. So these are the demonic nature. They are not knowing. Intelligence is gone. Don't know what is to be done and not to be done. Do not follow Shastra. They're unclean, improper. Un- so these are the characteristics of demonic nature. असत्यम अप्रतिष्ठम ते जगत आहुर अनीश्वरम अपरस्परा संभूतम किमन्यत् काम हेतुकम.
Hare Krishna. They say that this world is unreal and that there is no foundation and that there is no God in control. It is produced of sex desire and has no cause other than lust. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So here it is said that there is, this world is, they say that this world is unreal and that there is no foundation, there is no God. Right? That is the confusion. Even Darwin does it. Darwin's itself is a theory. Right? No one believes it. No one is right. It is not a law. This is the some unicellular cell comes and it made into multicellular. We cannot make. So can we make a unicellular cell? No, we cannot make. If we cannot make create that much thing, then how can the evolution can be created out of so many years, right? And that to human so complex, right? So it is not, it is, it is, they think that this world is, it is the false reality, they say. If it is, if it is false, then how it is a reality, right? So this world is a reality, but it is temporary, right? So that there is, because we can see things, we can feel the pain, we can feel some pleasure, some minute pleasures can be there. So everything, the sukha and the dukkha is already there, right? So that there is no God, it is all false philosophy in control. It is produced of, they are only that just because of the sex desire and has no cause other than lust. Just because of the lust, it is all greed, right? That is only their, their understanding, right? They are basically being the proud atheist. The world is unreal with no God control. They are this is demonic philosophy. No cause other than lust and world is produced of sex desire, right? This is, this is their understanding. And above that, this shloka is above that. Etam dishtim avastabhya nashtatmano lyapa buddhaya pravavanti ugra karmana shayaya jagato hita. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Following such conclusions, the demoniac who are lost to themselves and who have no intelligence engage in unbeneficial, horrible work meant to destroy the world. Hare Krishna.
So here it is said that following such conclusion, the demonic were lost to themselves. Right? It is more that the nuclear weapons we have created just to destroy us. Right? It is above that. So demonic are so demonic. They are we are not. One is not able to we are not able to kill ourselves in hours. So they have created some weapons in seconds. One in milliseconds one can be. Right? So so much demonic. So following such conclusion, the demonic were lost to themselves. They have no intelligence. Right? Engage in unbeneficial. Right? What is the use of all these nuclear weapons? They don't know. Horrible works meant to destroy the world. So horrible works. We are basically doing the horrible work. And these horrible works are are basically very very So the demonic basically, demonic are firstly, Krishna said that they are, don't know what to do, what not to do. They are into untruthfulness, right? They are not don't have proper behavior, right? So he is saying above that, what they have lost the intelligence of, right? One who is creating the nuclear weapons. What could he be thinking, right? What could he be thinking? Right, just in order to have the become the become some powerful, to gain some power. One is making one is making foolish, doing some foolish steps, right? Foolish steps that how to kill persons very quickly. And this is their intelligence. So where is the intelligence from, right? So when the human intervention, the human intelligence should be used in the propagation of Krishna consciousness. So at least peace, at least one needs to try to attain, right? So demonic attitude and engagement, demonic lost to themselves, illusion, and have no intelligence. No intelligence because they think to be advancing, but engaged in work that is destructive. Right? They think that going from one place to another is best, but out of that engine, various chemicals are also. So it is becoming destructive. So now what is happening in Delhi and all, in the Bangalore and all the climatic conditions, right? Just due to vehicles, just due to the unintelligent work of giving sanctions to various industries. What is happening? All the pollution is all destructive, right? No one, a particular proper intelligence has been put, right? So advancing, they think that this is advancement, but advancement. What has advancement? What advancements has led to, right? So engagement is unbeneficial. Horrible works meant to destroy the world. It's a painful, ugra karma, painful, horrible, destructive, right? Nuclear weapon. So demoniac are taking shelter of insatiable lust, pride, and false prestige, and being thus illusioned, are always drawn to unclean work, attracted by the ill work. Right? So the temporary works, they are basically attracted to the temporary things, right? The false because of the insatiable lust, right? Because it is like one who is trying to control the lust. If he gives the mind is, the intelligence is so beautiful. If one wants to have a cigarette, he will say, the intelligence will say, what will the one cigarette will do. But the lust is like that, it is unsatiable, it will never be satisfied, the addiction will come, right? There is the pride, there is the falseness, false prestige is there, false prestige that it belongs to me, that I have the content. But who has done thing? Prakriti Kriyamani, Gune Karmani Sarvada. The three modes of material nature has done all the things, right? So these all the unclean work, they are into unclean work, gambling, meat eating, intoxication, illicit relationship, right? So what will happen due to that unclean work? Attracted by impermanent, right? They are attracted to the basically to the temporary things. Temporary things will not lead to the eternal blissfulness, eternal happiness. Temporary things will lead to the temporary things. So they believe that to gratify the senses on to the end of life is prime necessity of human race, right? Enjoy life. That is their thinking basically. Because there is no end to their anxiety. Because they minute, temporary enjoyment is their goal, right? They just want to satisfy the senses as far as they can. So, being bound by hundreds and thousands of desires by lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means for sense gratification. Right? Just for the sense gratification, illegal means they are applying their the lust is their anger. So, lust, anger, and greed. The third part is the greed. Right? So, lust, anger, and greed basically, it is the road to hell. Right? These three things are basically demonic mentality attracted by the impermanent, right? Insatiable lust, right? Illusion that this will give me the illusion, right? This is my body and this is me, right? They don't know that this is the soul, right? If they know that this is the soul, that the body needs. has nothing to do that it is just for the interaction, it is just for devotional service, then they will come to know that I am not the body, I am the soul. Then only they will at the correct place. But they are illusion with the bodily relations and the bodily things they are attracted to. So absorbed in the conceit of pride and false prestige. Right? The false prestige is there. Everything belongs. But Bhoktaram Lekadavs, and it all belongs to the Lord. Sarva Loka Maheshwara. He is the Maheshwara of everywhere. So the demonic person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future more. Right? This is the propensity of the Hiranyakashipu, right? The propensity of the Kamsa here, and propensity of the Ravana, right? The Ravana thinks he is my enemy, and I have killed him, and my other enemy will also be killed. I am the Lord of him. The Ravana philosophy. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and right? He wanted to go physically to the Swarga, right? He wanted to go physically to the Swarga, right? But no one can approach like that. I am the richest man, surrounded by the aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices, I shall give some charity, and thus I shall. The aham is there, right? The I is there. In this way, such persons are deluded by a think that I is the body, right? The body is enjoying. Because if one thinks the I is the body, then only he will enjoy. When one thinks that he is the soul, no, he will not do the sense gratification thing, because whatever sense gratification things are there, it is linked to the senses, and senses are not for the soul, right? The soul has not that senses which we are seeing now, which we are touching now, which we are hearing, we are seeing. It is what the soul is, it is covered by the covered by the three modes of material, the 24 elements. It is just covered by the 24 elements, right? So one who want to satisfy his senses, then only he thinks as I am riches. There's a false ego. False ego. I is the body. Body is the richest man. Body is the aristocratic relatives, surrounded by aristocratic relatives. Body is powerful and happy. And Srila Prabhupada's, business was when all gone. All the relatives he had, they had also gone. And when he had the list of the relatives, and no one, no one, then no one, approached him. So I am the further demonic reception, the mentality. I am the controller. I am the enjoyer. Indicates false ego, which connects to spirit to matter. I'm perfect and powerful. Everything is being done by my potency, right? They assume that their potency they are doing, right? Their potency they are doing. Everything will increase. They think that but life will decrease. The money will go. They will come to zero. That the money is like that. Money and anything like is like even prestige is like that. It comes and go. It is only linked to that body. Nothing is linked to the soul. My enemies are defeated, and I am think that others are enemies. But Paramatma is the big. So this is the mentality, right? Mentality, I cannot argue with this mentality. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am the perfect, powerful, and I am the richest man. The thing surrounded by strong relatives. There is no so powerful and happy as I am. He is my enemy. I have killed him. Right? Ravana philosophy, and my other enemies will also be killed. And Kamsa philosophy. I shall perform sacrifices. I shall give some charity. Then thus shall I enjoy Hiranyakashipu and all, right? So these are the qualities. So much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now; it will increase in the future and more. But the life will end, right? But the death problem, they cannot. They are not seeing that there is a death problem. Whatever you are accumulating is not disparate. It is not at all permanent. Aneka chitta vibhranta mohajala
Prabhuji, how giving
samavata.
charity can be? I'm sorry for
Yes,
interrupting.
Madhuri. Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
how giving charity can be demoniac, Prabhuji?
No, Mataji. Giving charity is not demonic. I shall give charity is demonic, Mataji. The I
It's
is the here the
ego.
demonic mentality.
Yeah,
That one thing that we are giving the charity, but it already belongs to the Lord, and it is just reallocated, right, Mataji? I is
right,
nothing in there.
Prabhuji. Mhm.
अनेक चित्त विभ्रांता मोह जाला समावृता प्रशक्ता काम मोगेषु पतंती नरकेषु च. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Thus, perplexed by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusions, one becomes too strongly attached to the sense enjoyment and falls down into hell. Hare Krishna.
So how to, is the road to the hell? The road to hell is, because of all this mentality. This mentality, if it is coming, what will happen? Various anxieties will come, network of illusions will come. Because one is assuming that everything is this body, right? One becomes too strongly attached to the senses, right? They need sense enjoyment and falls down. So lust, anger, and greed will be there, right? So perplexed by various anxieties, bound by network of illusions, become strongly attached to sense enjoyment, fall down to the hell. Mohajala, right? Mohajala is bounded up by the network of hundreds and thousands of desires, and once these desires and illusions are there, we will be bounded. We need to go above, so we need to let go of the by the weapon of detachment. No desires, no illusions. आत्मसंविदिता शब्दा धानमानमदान्विताः यजन्ते नाम यज्ञस्ते दम्भेना विधिपूर्वकम्. Self-complacent and always impudent, deluded by wealth and false prestige, they sometimes proudly perform sacrifices in name only, without following any rules or regulations. Right? One is saying, you don't say Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you say this ABCD. Right? So some sacrifice they want to right? Only perform some sacrifice out of their mental concoction they have started, right? Without following any rules and regulations. Because there is the Panchratrika Vidhi, right? There is Bhagavad Vidhi, not for the pure, it is not for us, it is for the pure devotees, and there is Panchratrika Vidhi, which is followed by us, which is Sadhana Vidhi, right? Whatever sadhana we are doing, it is as per the Panchratrika, right? So one who is self-complacent, always impudent, right? He is impudent. He is not, he's used derogatory things to others, right? Deluded by the wealth and false prestige, right? False prestige is there, everything belongs to me. I am the king of this, I am the CEO of this company. I am the head of this world. Like this, false prestige are coming. Sometimes proudly perform sacrifices in name only, right? So they just want to do just out of some false prestige, just to show off, right? Not for the advancement, right? Nothing for the advancement. They're basically into the Rajoguna Tamoguna. Demonic nature is there. It's all demonic nature. For the namesake only, one is going to the temple. One is for the namesake only, for the namesake, just for the namesake sacrifices one is doing. It is all demonic nature. So being self-complacent and impudent, they are deluded by wealth and false prestige. They proudly perform sacrifices in name only without following any rules. No rules and regulations, बस कर दीजिए ऐसे. Their hypocritical religious observations cannot, but it cannot be seen because what is the value that Lord wants? The value in the eye of the Lord is only for the self-realization. From the inner side, are they feeling anything? Then only one can approach. अहंकारं बलं दर्पं कामं कामं क्रोधं च संश्रितः मामात्मपरदेहेषु प्राद्विषन्तोऽभ्यासूयका.
Hare Krishna. Bewildered by false ego, strength, pride, lust, and anger, the demon becomes envious of Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated in his own body and in the bodies of others, and blaspheme against the real religion. Hare Krishna.
Oh, now further like the uh, like the Shishupal, right? In the assembly where Bhishma was also present, where Arjuna was also, he was Krishna was declared as the head of the assembly, right? But he couldn't check the Shishupal couldn't check his false ego, the pride, strength. So he retaliated, right? So he was killed then, right? So he was Lord awaited for 100 times, but after that he was bewildered by the false ego, strength, pride, lust, and anger. The false ego, he was thinking that he is the Lord, right? He is everything. He is so powerful. How can he be the head of the assembly? So he refused. The demon becomes envious of the. He becomes envious, right? He becomes envious. He thought that he is some kind of magician, right? So he derogatory words to the Lord, right? He is situated in his own body and in the bodies of them, right? So the supreme personality is basically in the he's the Shetagna, right? He is the knower of the self, he is knower of our body also and others' body also, right? So he's envious of the Lord and blasphemes against the real religion. Real religion, what is real religion? Basically, following the words of the Lord. If you follow the words of the Lord, that is real religion. If you don't follow the words of the Lord, that is not religion. That's all, right? It is so simple. Tannaham dvishata क्रूरान् संसारेषु नराधमान् क्षिपामि अजस्रम् अशुभान् आशुरिष्व एव योनिषु.
Hare Krishna. Those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, are cast by me into the ocean of material existence, into various demoniac species of life. Hare
Also one who becomes envious, mischievous also, right? Who are lowest, the lowest among the mankind are the Naradhamas, right? The Jagai Madai kind of people, right? So those who are basically envious and mischievous, who are lowest among men, are cast by me into the ocean of material. Again and again, we will come into the material existence, into various demonic species of, right? That's why various demonic and species will begin. Various species of life are there in the demons, so they become that, right? So who sends us? Lord himself. Asuram yonim apanna udha janmani janmani mahamapramyeva kaupitat tato yanti adamam gati.
Hare Krishna. Attaining repeated birth amongst the species of demoniac life, such persons can never approach me. Gradually, they sink down to the most abominable type of existence. Hare Krishna.
Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prabhati, right? After many births, right? After many births, one goes, Jnanavan, the one who knows him, he only approaches. But what is happening with the demonic? They are again and again. Suppose one is not, doesn't want to live with the Lord, right? Uh, doesn't want to desire the Lord, love the Lord, any service with the Lord. Again and again he will take birth among some species or among some with that family. Again and again where again and again where he is getting away from the Lord, right? Because he has the desire. So attaining repeated birth among the species of demonic life, what will happen? Such persons can never approach. By saying that again and again, they want to go away. So again, he will go to the place, again he will go to the family, or again he will go to the some lower planets where, when you will not be able to, right? So gradually they sink down to the most abominable type of existence, right? The Patala Loka, right? Most lower type of existence really, right? So this is, this is the stage to worry. This is the dangerous situation that Prabhupada talks about, right? One who is not one who is not that's why that's why Nityananda Prabhu used to go to every house, at least say one time Hare Krishna. At least what will happen? Your bhakti will start. You will be elevated. You will elevated, and you will start your bhakti. When there's because of 1% bhakti is done, then it will start from 2%. So it was very merciful, so that one does not go to the most abominable type of existence, because he will not be able to approach Krishna. That's why Sri Paul, being merciful, he thought to every person, he made an example that the hippies of the Americas can, leave everything and start doing bhakti of Krishna, Lord Krishna, then everyone can. Right? That is the philosophy, and that is what he was trying to say. That he was trying to say that how this movement can become, right? So he made this movement successful, and he asked his disciples to preach and be merciful to every living being, and so that one can at least approach Krishna, and we get away from the dangerous situation, which is going to the lower species of life, right? So that at least in the human form of life, one can try, one will be having some intelligence, so that it can elevate. Danger situation is following the animal propensity, right? Fate of the demonic will be to glide down to the hell, right? The fate of the demonic, they glide down to the hell. They will never attain Krishna, right? What is the hope for them? Because God is supposed to be always. So what is the hope for them? What is the hope for them? Gradual, the mercy of the Lord, the mercy of the mercy. Some part, the hope is there. Basically, one comes in contact with the one comes in contact with the a spiritual master like Srila Prabhupada, or devotee, then then basically they basically go to them, right? So that's why we distribute Bhagavad Gita. At least one time they will come with the contact with the Bhagavad Gita, so that they start some they start some bhakti, right? So one time one needs to come into contact with the devotees of the Lord, with the pure devotees of the Lord, and then he will go up. So why he acha, one more thing, that why he is sending to the lower species, so that one can stop his foolish activities, his sinful activities. Because if one is a human form and with the intelligence, he is not able to understand what is sinful, then in at least in the animal part of life, what will happen? One will be engaging in this in the things which are as per his nature. One needs to wants to eat too much non-veg. Okay, he's not stopping. The sinful activities is too much high, but one becomes loyal. So now he can eat as much as he want, and no reaction to it will come. No bad reaction will come. So it is a mercy. It is a part of mercy of the Lord, right? So that he one that can be stopped, because the desire is not stopped at the end of the life. Also it is the desire to have sense in your is not stopped. Then what will happen? One will be lower species, so that more sins cannot be accumulated. The bank account already is full, right? Some more papa it will be added, then he will go to the hell, right? So it's better to give the animal kingdom, so that it is one is saved basically. So that is also the mercy of the Lord. The third part, the demonic nature. त्रिविधं नरकेष्येदं द्वारं नाशनम् आत्मनः कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभस्तस्मात् एतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. There are three gates leading to this hell: lust, anger, and greed. Every sane man give up these should give up should give these up, and for they lead to the degradation of the soul. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So three gates which are leading to hell are lust, anger, and greed. Right? Every sane man should give up these. Right? So it is what is it is being said. The Lord is saying this. Right? So one who follows that he is not trapped into the lust, anger, and greed, so he will become sane. Right? So it will one will be it will not lead to the degradation of the soul, rather he will be elevated, right? So there are steps. The lust is there, anger is there, greed is there. One needs to go up to the Krishna prema. One who is into the lust and greed, you know he is very down. He is not yet started, not started the elevation of the soul. The soul needs to be elevated. Soul needs to be taught that yes, the covering of the maya, one needs to get uh, you know uh, uh, remove the covering of the maya, become transcendental to the three gunas, right? Then only one will reach the higher goal of the Krishna. एत विमुक्त कौन्तेय तमोद्वारे स्थिभिर्नरः आचरेते आत्मना श्रेयस्ततो याति परां गतिम्. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. The man who has escaped these three gates of hell, O son of Kunti, performs acts conducive to self realization and thus gradually attains the supreme destination. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So now one who is above the lust and now he is not into the lust, one is not into the anger, one is not into the greed. But when he starts, he will have one spiritual master, right? Because if the spiritual master is not there, then he because he will show the path how to attain it. Because if with every person, how to attain the path is different, and because the self realization will come to us only, right? But the basic process is simple, right? The acceptance of spiritual master, study of the Vedas, doing some austerity, doing then sense control, then the spiritual knowledge, then finally try to attain to the Krishna prema, right? To please him, to please the Lord. If the Lord is pleased, then we will go to him, right? So one who has basically all these another nivritti is there, right? So what comes? The Shraddha is come, Shraddha with the Sadhu Sangha is come, Sadhu Sangha after Bhajan Kriya comes, Bhajan Kriya after that, you know, another nivritti comes. So another nivritti is basically removing all the obstacles. When the obstacles is come, then the Nishtha will come, then Asakti, then Ruchi, then Bhava, then Prema, right? So these 9 steps of devotion service, they one start doing it, right? So one accepts the spiritual master, one takes the diksha, or one takes the spiritual master, and he follows him, right? He follows him. He studies the Vedas, right? What is written, and he tries to apply it. He does how to apply through austerity, right? It is mentioned for regulative principle, going to the Mangalarti, attending all the routine programs, right? So one is for doing some austerity also, right? That is all. That will only sacrifices should be there. Sacrifice for whom we do? For the Vishnu, for the Lord, right? He is a Bhoktam because he is the enjoyer. What we are enjoying? We are enjoying nothing, right? He is the only supreme enjoyer. The sense control then one will start, right? Then the spiritual knowledge. So hell is basically anger, lust, and greed, right? Yashastra vidhim ustajya vartate kamakarataha nasa siddhim avapnoti na sukham na param gatim. Hare
Hare Krishna. But he who discards spiritual injunctions and acts according to his own whims attains neither perfection nor happiness, nor the supreme destination. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So one who is basically discards all the scripture, all the uh, they don't believe in the scripture, right? This is all rubbish. They have not read, but they say rubbish, right? And acts according to its own whims. Whatever they like, they are doing, right? They have got some, some punya karma out of it. So out of it, some body they have, the prakriti has been there, through three modes of nature. They, as per their whims, they are attaining. Their attains neither perfection. They will not attain any kind of perfection, right? Nor happiness, right? Nor the supreme destination. So one who is, not following the four regulative principles, they are not even human also. At least at the human state, one has to come. So one needs to stop meat eating, one needs to stop the intoxication, one needs to stop gambling, one needs to stop illicit sex, right? So all these four things, if one is not stopping, then basically he's not even human also, right? First, he needs to stop this all four activities. Then, as per scriptural injunction, as per, one needs to follow. If it's not doing that, no perfection is there. Nothing, just the birth is there. The birth is there, the death is there, the diseases will be there, and the old age will be there. No one able will be able to solve these four problems. This will be there. However, whatever you are, whatever, however rich one is there, whatever at the best, old age will be there, disease will be there, death will be there, right? It will be definitely because the birth is there. Right? All the four things. So no problem, no perfection. Perfection is getting out of these four problems. Right? So that is perfection, right? Nor happiness. Right? You can see that there are Rajoguna and Tamoguna people. They're not never happy. Whatever they get, never happy. Right? But one who is into start in the Bhakti Yoga, he becomes blissful, right? So you can realize it. Not the supreme destination. They don't even know where to go. So what is the question of the supreme destination? So Krishna is clarifying that, one who discards, one, if you don't follow the scriptures, what will happen, right? So he is stating. So this is the jnana, right? तस्मा शास्त्रं परमाणं ते कार्य व्यवस्थितौ ज्ञात्वा शास्त्रविधानोक्तं कर्म कर्तुम् इहार्षि हसि. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. One should understand what is duty and what is not duty by the regulations of the scriptures. Knowing such rules and regulations, one should act so that he may gradually be elevated. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. The final statement that one should understand, right? One should understand by reading the scriptures, right? By the regulations of the scriptures, and what is duty and what is what I have to do and what I don't have to. The manual is there. The manual is already there. One needs to understand. And one needs to understand. One needs to just not to know, but because of, but also understand also. Just knowing is not enough, right? One needs to understand also, and knowing such rules and regulations, one should act so that he may gradually be elevated, right? By doing that, what will happen? He will be gradually be elevated, right? He will by following, because it is not one day task, right? The one who understand and know, he will start. Then what will happen? The several obstacle will come, right? Several obstacles will come, but he needs to follow. One should act also. Act is also there. Karma kartum iharshi. Karma kartum irhashi. Iharshi. Right? So he is saying that one needs to do the karma. One should act so that he may gradually learn. If one is not acting, just reading Bhagavad Gita, not applying anything, just reading Bhagavad Gita, not applying anything, nothing will happen. No, when the Lord is not pleased. Yes, Bhagavad Gita will give you some bhakti. The bhakti is started. Yes, that is there, but the percentage is low. The realization is only comes when, the percentage increases when the realization comes. It is not like if we read all the scriptures and the percentage has increased. No, the relation should be there. The bhakti percentage is for the relation, not for the reading just the books, right? Some percentage, starting is okay that you know something, but one if it's not following, one is not acting upon it, he will not be elevated, right? The final statement, right? So the choice, we have the choice. Karma kartum irhayas. Right? The choice is there. The choice is keeping to the supreme. Want to go? Hare Krishna, we end the chapter today. Any questions on today's chapter? Hare Krishna.